The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, has dismissed allegations circulating in parts of the media that it denied family members of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai access to deliver food and medical support while in custody. The Commission says the claims are false and misleading, insisting that its access control procedures
since
are
the inception of
long-standing institutional policies aimed at ensuring security, order, and equal treatment for all detainees. The controversy followed the circulation of a Hausa language video interview in which a woman, identified as one of the wives of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai, alleged that officials of the ICPC denied her entry into the Commission's headquarters in Abuja to
the
deliver food
Independent
to her
Corrupt
husband.
Practices and Other
She
Related
also
Offences
claimed
Commission
that the anti-graft agency
wishes to
violated
address
its
recent
mandate,
allegations
permitting
circulating in
family
the
access
media
and prevented medical
regarding
personnel
its
to
access
deliver food.
control protocol at
On
its
addressing
headquarters.
journalists at the Commission's headquarters in
The
Abuja,
Commission invites
ICPC
government
Director and
agency
Head of Media and
mandated
Public Communications,
corruption prevention
Juliet
and
Okonkwo,
anti-corruption law
dismissed the
enforcement.
allegations as inaccurate
The
and
Commission
misleading.
operates within the confines of Nigerian law and in accordance with international best practices. Central to this is a humane and orderly access control protocol that governs entry to its premises, which is respected by all visitors to the Commission, including officers and men of the ICPC. We all respect the access control protocol. The Commission notes the wide circulation of a video interview since 10 p.m. on Friday, 15th May 2026. In that interview, conducted in the Hausa language and broadcast across several media platforms, a woman who identified herself as the wife of a defendant currently remanded in the ICPC custody alleged that the Commission's operatives denied her entry into the premises at 7 p.m. to deliver food to her husband. She further alleged that the ICPC was in violation of a court order permitting family access to the defendant and that her husband was being denied food. The ICPC wishes to state categorically that these claims are false and misleading. I repeat, false and misleading. The facts of the matter. The ICPC's access control protocol, which permits visitors and grants them access between 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., has been in existence long before the current chairman assumed office. It is a standing institutional policy that applies to all persons in custody and even visitors. The families of all defendants and suspects in the ICPC custody, including the family in question, were duly informed of this protocol and have, until this incident, been in compliance. On the Friday in question, one of the defendant's wife and a housemaid were permitted to bring food to the defendant on no fewer than 3 occasions. 3. Between 10:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. This is documented in the visitors register, which records the names of family members and the purpose of each visit, and it is available for independent verification. Control, can we have that register shown up here, please? We want you to see it. The woman in the video herself acknowledged that she arrived at 7 p.m., 30 minutes after the close of the official access window, And this is somebody who was informed prior to now and who has been complying with that access control window time. So why did she come at 7 p.m.? It is also on record that she has, on prior occasions, exceeded her permitted visiting duration. It is known that anywhere you go to, any law enforcement agency you go to, especially when you're visiting their custodial facility, you're given time all over the world. You're told if it's 20 minutes you have to spend, if it's 30 minutes you have to spend, if it's 1 hour or whatever time, you're given time. This particular lady, this particular wife of this defendant, has always breached this. She has always overstayed her time. Furthermore, the woman herself admitted in the same video that she had delivered both breakfast and lunch to her husband earlier that day, thereby contradicting the allegation that the ICPC denied him access to food. At 10 p.m., she said the ICPC had denied her husband access to food the whole day. In the same breath, she said she brought food in the morning, she brought food in the afternoon. So what are we talking about? It is important to note that the defendant in question is Malam Nasser Ahmed El-Rufai, a high-profile, politically exposed person who has previously served as Director General of a federal agency, a minister and member of the Federal Executive Council, and a state governor. Given his profile, the ICPC is obligated to maintain elevated security measures for his protection as well as that of all other persons in custody. So we are not doing anything against him. We are rather doing it in his favor and in the favor of every other person in custody. Our security protocols are to protect the people who are in custody here, to protect the officers and men, and to protect all other visitors. It is not against any particular person. Regarding the allegation that medical personnel were denied access, the ICPC wishes to clarify that it only requested proper identification of the said personnel and confirmation from the defendant before granting supervised access, a standard security procedure. It bears mentioning that in the week preceding this incident, Malam El-Rufai had requested and was granted permission to visit both his dentist and eye doctor on 2 separate occasions. He wrote, one of his wives wrote requesting for that permission, and it was granted. The commission accompanied him on both visits. This is in addition to the regular access he enjoys to healthcare from the Commission's in-house medical personnel and facilities upon request. Our doctors, our nurses, the people in our lab are open to him. But it will have to be if he requests for it. And there is no time he has requested that we have not obliged. We still take him to see his own doctors, his own medical personnel. We have never denied him that. The ICPC notes with concern that the visit in question was conducted in the company of media personnel arriving outside the approved access window. The Commission wishes to state that it will not be drawn into dramatized narrative designed to circumvent lawful institutional procedure. The ICPC remains focused on its mandate and will not compromise its security protocols under any circumstance, no matter who is involved. The ICPC is a law enforcement agency with a duty to uphold security and order. Its protocols are not arbitrary. They exist to protect the rights, safety, and dignity of all persons within its custody, including the defendants themselves. The ICPC, under the leadership of Dr. Musa Adamu Aliyu SAN, remains steadfast in its commitment to the rule of law, the protection of human dignity, and the equal application of its rules to all persons, regardless of status or affiliation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, we called you here today to explain this to you. We could have sent this, we could have transmitted this press statement to you the way we usually do it. But we decided, no, let it be different today. Come, let it be a briefing. And then you can ask your questions. Then you will know who the liar is in this situation. You have heard it, you have seen the register. 6 entries by that family on that day. They brought food. The time to stop entry is 6:30 p.m. You come at 7 and you expect to be allowed in to walk in